That's one of those heroes too. Tempo that the Wii Meepo is going to be setting.
Kind of scary. The Matu Abba, I guess it depends on his build and how much that he can pressure towers with like those first hook shots kind of situation from Yap Store. If he can get that kill behind a tower and they just kind of swarm in with the Necrophos and the Abba, they're gonna be pretty hard to drive off before that Meepo is really at a scary point. A lot of pressure on GH in terms of the wave clearing, the control, but he's also going to want to be pairing with Miracle a lot of the time too. So they're pretty like hyper focused on setting or like shutting down like one lane at a time. So then there is this potential for like Nisha to be getting a lot of space.
I like that mind control is forked at the big bucks.
Yeah, very important.
The Arcana is in play, but I am actually more impressed with GH's Keeper of the Light. I like old sets.
Got to see the taunt going too, though. You know.
Oh, I forgot the. So we talked about yesterday. It's disturbing. It's not nice. It's very disturbing.
That horse goes to a wax museum or something.
Hey, I get disturbed by that, man.
I think the vision game is what I'm going to be trying to keep an eye on for Enigma this game, and just see if they can get those deep wards and try and scout where Nisha's farming. And because they have these like explosion heroes, right? Where I mean, if Kuro just comes out of the fog, you can just be dead with no chance to really get a morph off or something, or mind control especially. He'll be the big one who that one sonic wave. It's going to be so important to see how he uses it.
Yeah. Gotta hit hard. Finally, we get to begin the game with our fall over screen. I mean, very badass looking kind of taunting. Oh, look at that for GH. His horse does the kneel.
Yeah, I thought it was dying.
Oh, it's just like, I am an honorable creature. What was that thing from Harry Potter? The,
oh, shit. I don't know. I know what you're talking about, but I didn't read the books.
Well, neither did I.
Dead horse thing, right?
No, not that. The like the griffin kind of thing. That bows. You gotta bow. You gotta be like courteous to it. To actually like approach it. The thing that they say for the time spinner.
Is it a hippogriff?
A hippogriff. Yeah. Because it's like it's meant to be like the hypocrite, like the hippogriff. Like yeah, the hippogriff. Sounds right. I'll go with it.
We'll go with that.
So we can move on.
I claim no sense of that being right. Well, we'll just go with it anyway. So yeah, Nisha is indeed on his Morphling in the mid lane. Matu's in the bottom lane on his Abba. And Zai with a couple of Fairy Fires, a Salve, and a Tango. Looking to be a very annoying Necrophos to handle up in that top lane. As they've got a ward deep, and they're looking to find who's up here.
I heard Sin giving crap to Sun's fan earlier today for how he pronounced things, but how the hell did you just pronounce Abaddon?
The Abba?
Yeah.
I usually just say Abba. Abaddon?
It definitely sounded a little different when he did it that time around.
I always remember it's a bad dawn for the spelling. But I know that in his voice he's like Abaddon. So that's how I just try and say it.
And Yapsor and Puppy actually found mind control over in the trees. That's impressive, and they needed that information. Look at the lane switches coming.
Yeah, exactly.
Zai's moving to the bottom, Matumba's moving towards the top, and he's just going nowhere because he was always going to be middle.
Yeah, because they want, again, they want this Necrophos versus the Ember, and they want the Dispel versus the Queen of Pain on the Abba, just like we saw yesterday.
And Yapzor and Puppy is going to confirm. Yep, MC has not left the neighborhood. Like he's going to blink away from the aggression.
That doesn't feel very good, does it? I mean, I guess he can't really trade versus these heroes anyway in terms of like taking the dagger first. Like he's not going to be able to punish Puppy or Matu, right? Because one's going to have natures and the other is going to have the Aphotic Shield. So Mind Control is probably just going to build like an aggressive screen build and look to rotate.
They already TP'd. Secret double TP down. It's like, yep, welcome to the lane. They just don't want to miss out on anything when they come that close. So a tri-lane from NIGMA to run the aggro lane and protect Miracle as much as they possibly can from the matchup.
It looks like mid's fairly big wave coming in for Weehaw. That's why it looks really lopsided right now, but
see if Nisha can contest some of the last hits.
They should be able to with like the gaps in between the poofs, right? Like just with the base damage that he's going to have here. But Weehaw doing a nice job of using the tower to at least get rid of that deny.
They can actually hit into Nisha. Gotta remember, Nisha's only got 380 HP, so those hits from Wii look rather effective for 58 damage. Oh, this feels so painful for Mind Control.
Yeah, and I don't think he just has anything to do up here. I'm kind of surprised they're not trying to make any sort of a switch, but I guess at the same time, they just know they're not going to win that. Oh, come on, they could get this. Nice.
Nice.
That's needed.
Surely there was blood before that one.
They timed that right.
That really hurts.
A level 1 Illuminate, not something we've seen a lot lately. Between Blinding Lights and Chakras galore.
It's just
Yapzor's going for his own little play. Also going to be careful.
It feels good to see a Necro die. It's so annoying to play against these early parts of the lane because he's always just trying to like bait you in and press you with the Heartstopper and the Death Pulse. So, and this is the situation where the cost of this is that MC has nothing, right? Like he is just completely getting zero in this top lane at the moment. But you're gonna try and secure Miracle that early game farm.
Hilarious thing is, MC's getting nothing in the top lane. He's got more net worth than the Necro and your clock. So it's actually
of Dota.
It's actually not terrible for him. Matumba's definitely being a pain in the butt, and the silence times, like Mind Control is just gonna take it. I think Puppy's looking to try and change something in the mid lane before we is able to get that divided we stand. Difficult to get the right positioning on this.
I remember I was listening this morning and Sidrid said, well, I think Evoker would have preferred 3 creeps to that kill on Yapzor. And I was like, damn, dude, Dota.
They're going to use Nisha as bait. Kuro walked underneath the Radiant Obs Ward. Actually, no, they're not, because Puppy's not ready yet to fight. So now Kuro will come in to try and take his own battle. Necro's going to die, because that's just what happens when Miracle walks away on 18 HP.
Yeah, I'm watching GH also getting chased by Yapzor, but he wasn't able to quite get the control to the battery. So it actually catches him again, though, but doesn't go for the activation.
Right. GH did what he was looking for. Full salve duration on the Ember Spirit, get the chakra back over to Miracle, and the lane is a lot better again. And Kuro's now moved himself towards the mid, and Puppy's posturing around the mid. He decided to give up. He's gone jungle. Miracle?
Yeah, Necrophos behind the lane is not great. He's just gone.
Yeah.
They got him surrounded again.
Level 2 Brain Sap. Okay, well, the Illumina didn't connect, so that didn't help out too much, but I suppose it will still work with Miracle finishing the job. And Weeha's missed a double damage farming jungle.
Has been killed.
Oh, MC. Can't even keep his courier alive now. There's still more net worth.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's 12 CS, frankly.
Well, he's running bottle now, so he's trying to be a little bit more efficient in the lane.
Yeah, just needs to try and survive till 5 minutes.
I don't know if he can get out to pick up that 5-minute rune. It sounds nice when the way you talk about it. Just like survive until 5 minutes, but Puppy is just stalking the rune.
Yeah, it depends on the rotation from Nisha. Like if he pushes out this wave and goes to the top one, then he's in trouble.
I think GH is
Mind Control's like, look at this play he's trying to make. He's like, oh man, what do I do?
GH can only steal the other bounty rune, so that's it ends up creating a 3-for-1. Because Kuro got the one on the bottom.
Yeah, I mean they also killed MC's courier too when they with that ward behind the tower, so he's got nothing left right now.
Ah, GH, what are you? Okay, pulling the wave. Puppy didn't feel like he wanted to have a fight there. Maybe he thought it wasn't real because GH took so much damage. Yeah, that blast doesn't work on courier.
Middle tower
And GH is well behind the lines. He knew he couldn't TP out, so he had to die to the Centaur, but both supports moving to deal with him.
Trying to force the wave into the tower, I guess, so that Weehaw can come and get something, but was likely hoping he would survive while doing that. As MC is just on the run back home. Can't really contest at this point.
Brain sap it up. You got no Earthbinds. Nightmare. Clockwork tries to create in space. One of the Meatbows getting caught inside that. They'll break him free. A lot more friends start to arrive in mid. This now makes a one-on-one lane on bottom and a one-on-nothing lane on top. My controller to go all the way home.
Miracle. He's in on Zai there, but he has the Shroud now. That's finally the big changer that he needs. Unfortunately, he was just about level 5. Would have got obviously quite a bit more, but now you see this the 1v1 dynamic at least shifting a little bit better in the favor of the Necrophos. Just needs that little tilting hand here from Yapsor.
MC needs some friends. You're pretty close to doing some heavy damage.
Oh,
no! Wait, really?
He got out.
It didn't hold him?
No, between the
battery assault. You got eight one charges, so Miracle's still feeling fine. I think he was hoping Yapso would dive.
Under attack.
And then he goes right back in for that creep to the 6. Oh man, this guy's good.
MC just arrived back up on top lane, instantly down to 50%. And has already burned 2 bolt charges for this. Second he gets hit 4 times, he knows he's dead. So he has to blink.
Supports to hold though. That's why GH is running over here, right? Like they do not want to just give this up for free. It's cost them a ton of damage because Abba's so good at sieging.
Can they get anything in return? You've got a 2-3 build over, like a 0-2-3 build on mind control. And he gets clapped by the Hellbear. They can at least finish off the Hellbear.
They can't bring up Miracle either because he just did that play where he went home and then like TP'd home and then remnant back down bottom.
Miracle actually in trouble. Battery assaulted up. Nice to stick with it. He needs 1 creep to kill, and that would be a guaranteed death on Miracle. I think Zai might try and force it.
Coming through in the clutch.
Needs a little bit more help to make that work.
Any mana runes covered here. Gaps are at the bottom. Niche at the top. We'll get a bottle of arcane rune here too. And it is. We didn't really talk that much about the morph, but it's an excellent morph game.
Miracle? Oh, the Reaper's Eye. Oh, it holds him just long enough so Yapso can finish him with the last point of the battery assault. As Zai hitting the Ghost Trap. Meanwhile, in the dire jungle, Puppy came up pretty far, but he's come into Wee's zone. Trying to run it out with a level 1 Nature's Attendance. Wee doesn't have Earthbind. He's got no way to control Puppy. He continues to heal, and now even the Courier. Oh, my, control it again! It's the second time Puppy has killed that Courier. I think he murdered like 8 Couriers in the first series today.
Oh man, he was on a mission.
Chalk up another 2 so far. Both of them belong to the poor mind control.
Now, GH wasn't able to save top, and instead he's now in the mid lane, blasting back these waves, trying to hold this tower. As having a Meepo, one of these heroes that really relies on jungle stacks. So anything you can do to try and keep control over this territory, ensure that those are going to be saved for your Meepo, and he's going to feel confident as well as available to rotate, right? Like, by defending this tower, Weehaw, you never know just how close he could be to help out if you try and dive onto this Coddle.
Safe place for supports. That's a good thing to be. Miracle, up a little bit further, and now looking for some control. They've got it. Locking in position. Another quick slide of fist down. Spirit away to safety. Kuro, Mind Control have arrived. Mind Control's got the ulti available. He can blow up Puppy if he just blinks the Sonic Wave. They'd like to get a little bit more, and they just want to ensure they can kill the Enchantress while Zion's in the neighborhood. They're even cleaning through the heavy stacks. Nightmare, now's your time to let rip. Everyone's grouped up nicely, but do they have enough to finish the job? Mind Control still with the mana available, but Matumba doesn't care.
Although post now, though. They need to all try and capture this right now.
Yapso's giving it a shot. Matumba will join him. The capture too late.
Man, is Zaya joining what they got there?
Maybe. Sonic!
Lord.
Has MC killing off Nisha. They weren't ready for it. My God, that sound effect ripples the ears.
Zaya even still a little bit low there, but... Oh, yeah. Man, again, just narrowly not able to get the kill. Yeah, Zaya's gonna be a little bit frustrated there that he's not getting the mana regen every time. Oh,
Hey, you got to kill.
Final blow, yeah. But obviously he'll take it, because that's another one.
And it is.
Obviously, I haven't seen him in a little bit here. Still working on his helm.
Weakhouse timing still looks pretty good for the E-Blade.
Yeah, the race to the E-Blade across these teams.
Yep. Nisha's building in for it now. He's got treads in 2 race bands. Compared to the treads in 3 race bands of Wii. But Wii's also got more of himself to spread around.
Yeah, it is a really nice game, though, to be this Morphling, right? You have Ember, Queen of Pain, two heroes that you really like morphing into in engagements to use their high mobility and like ranged AoE damage output to assist your team.
Yeah, that's why you want to see Nisha on the morph, right?
Too.
Like you want a Nisha to actually showcase that too. Those high skill heroes that you can get into Team Secret's hands. And then the stable for Matumba.
GH actually getting forced into the Spear Vessel this game because the Queen of Pain's so far behind.
Oh, I don't think my control is ever going to be able to get that right.
Yeah, I feel like she would probably want, in an ideal game, Spirit into Greaves and skipping the Necro because the Spirit Vessel is so important versus the Necro and the Morph.
Yapsel's coming in to help. Quick little hook shot forward. Bane wants to try and protect himself. Caught inside the cogs. Zaya sticking around. Kuro now finally is able to get the Nightmare off over on Clockwork. He wanted to just Fiend's Grip Zaya and let Miracle finish the job. Yapsel always there to help out a core. And they're going again. Searing Chains, Brain Sap, still not damage to kill off Zai instantly, but they get the job done. Kuro is the man to claim the kill as they go into the cogs. Trying to battle with the Absol. GH wants to help him out. No points in Blinding Light, and with the Spirit, no, it's just an earn. Miracle still ticking. He's got 4 1 charges available. Matumba wants to keep the dive up, but decides to pull out.
Now Weeha's actually creeping his way down here with some meatbows, seeing what's going on. Not really any easy cleanups down here, though. Some pretty hardy heroes, and we even have the hook shot coming back in a few seconds, too. So if he's not careful, there could easily be some more rotations down the bottom.
Incoming!
Does MC have enough burst damage on him to kill Puppy? Like, if Puppy's like 3/4, does he have enough? Because he started the animation for Blink.
Dire's middle
Really
tower
considering
is under
having a crack at him.
I don't think so, right? He's only got the
Are
300
fortified.
magic plus the 340 pure, so it's pretty darn tough.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
The Absol's making move from mid. Waveform in. The Ignite's already down from GH. That was nice and quick. More Meatbows looking to come in, but they're all trapped inside the Clockwork cogs. They can't break themselves free just yet. Now they will. On the run over towards Nisha. Sonic Wave pushing him back. He's strength morphing as quick as he can to go up the hill. The Centaur stun from Puppy keeps one of the Meatbows away. But who's the next target? Nightmare Zai left behind by the rest of his team under the tier 1 tower. He'll sustain as long as he can. But death comes to those who dive tier 1 towers against 5 heroes of NIGMA.
Yeah, that's a nice copy there from Nisha just to escape, but early on in the game, 160-second cooldown. That means if he gets him back in another scrap, he can't risk it quite as much.
Radiant structures are fortified.
The Meepo
Radiant's
shows the
middle
power.
tower is under
It's
attack.
like knocking down a tower if you take a bad fight like that anywhere near an objective. That can, of course, be Roche, too, as we are 14 minutes in the game, and Meepo's no strangers to that.
Oh, Clockwork. Hook shots in. Even one player down. Be less inclined to go for Roshan, but GH is the easy Blinding Light. Falls him back. The cogs. Abaddon. Nightmared up. I love how he still hasn't leveled up Borrowed Time. Not required until Essential.
Yeah, he's holding the point, too, right? Didn't take the talent either.
Yep. Oh my god. Ember needs help. No Blinding Light. Kuro. Nightmare. Something. Save.
I mean, they had level 2 flare anyway, so it's like, if he grabs the ABBA, then Clock could have just stolen it.
Uh-huh. No way to really make that situation any better, I guess. My control's moved off his build for Necro Book.
Under attack.
Yeah,
He's
I'm happy to
instead
see
going for the Greaves.
I mean, it's Meepo, right? Greaves are just... you love having Greaves when you're a Meepo. The only thing is, they don't really have anyone who can buy the Vlads that easily, which is also pretty sick on Meepo still. Or Meepo's team, rather. The Ransack.
I try and set up a bait on top lane. Dire Observer was really good looking at Poppy, but Fiend's Grip, Nisha. Poppy's trying to come over to help out, and I think he's just realizing I got to back off. Is there actually help to come? Side Fist Searing Chains, now they can move to another target. So not just 1, but 2 kills for NIGMA. Now racking up 11 across the board. And Meepo getting stronger and stronger with each one. Now 9.2k, 9.3k net worth over the 6.9k of the Morph.
Yeah, and it's still a net worth lead here for Secret just because of the position that the Abba's in, but you have to wonder how much does that translate into actual power, right?
Like I think GH wants to try and body block.
Bottom tower is under
The Rockets give him a lot of information. Abaddon's now running in. Hellbest with it, and GH gets the body block. He keeps Clockwork out. The cogs do come down, but it actually traps in Abaddon. So Weeha can finish Roshan, and now they move to another target while GH has a little bit more time thanks to the Ignis. They caught the Clockwork on the edge of this, and now NIGMA is their turn. Do they want to try and fight? Nope, let Kuro die and back the hell up. A double kill for Matumba. That man be strong.
Well, they'll get something out of it, but not what they wanted, obviously. Now having to contend with the Aegis on that Meepo with his E-Blade and his Blink Dagger. He is a very serious threat when they still haven't even finished out the E-Blade onto Nisha.
Oh, they're looking to push.
They're going to pressure.
Sonic Wave's available. Blink Dagger's on the Meepo. Sure, you can get your jump nice and fast. But they let the tier 1 tower go and just accept for the moment the status quo.
Meepo level 15 right now.
I suppose NIGMA also don't want to fight until you at least have the mech on Quab. But then it feels like Mind Control just doesn't have a sustaining mana. Like to keep screaming, clearing the wave.
Yeah, he's pretty far behind. I mean, it's not terrible. Obviously, yeah, he's not Necrophos.
Trying to break the borrowed time. Matumba, there it goes. At least they get through that. Cooldown of a minute. Not much time to work with, but Weeha. Earthbind in the trees. Nope. Doesn't throw it out, but we'll be very happy to take the tier 1 tower as Matumba is TP'd all the way back to Fountain.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
NIGMA are really looking for this fight. But Clockwork Rockets, Hellbear Scouters, they're looking for him, but under the cover of smoke, now Zai, they're going to find the fight. But can they take it? Clockwork, hook shots forward. He's found GH. Cog pushes him back up, and now Meepo so quickly jumping onto Yamsor.
Dire's bottom
And Zai should be very happy you managed to avoid that Earthbind, but the Fiends could be won't avoid that.
Nice ward.
Observer ward sees everything. Spirit committal forward. Puppy's looking to help out by bringing the Centaur over, but even gets Searing chained up after Zai is brought down.
Dire are scanning.
Looking for more.
Yeah, they're not just like committing straight for the tower. I mean, the waves straight through.
E-Blade, will that break the Aegis the Immortal? Mind Control's got Sonic Wave available too. The Centaur moving in. A-Ward's done pretty much. Nope, they kill it off nice and quickly, combining with the Ignis, clearing out all the trees. No effort Morphling to hide. Borrowed time will break once again. As the Searing Chain stolen, Nisha making life a living hell. He gets Searinged up himself. And Yamsor wants initiation. 10-second till hook shot. Who can they catch on the retreat? Mind Control still hovering around trying to create space with Sonic Wave if the fight does begin. Yamsor, 1 second? Nah, they're backed up too far now. But a broken Aegis the Immortal is still a good win for Secret.
Oh, another Essence Ring. Handmade on both sides, it looks like.
We've moved so quickly towards that Skadi.
That was a nice retort from Secret, though, to not like lose their tier 2, considering how many heroes they lost right there with a Meepo and Aegis. By kind of taking that side play there and instantly bursting down the Meepo like that.
Really feeling the effective Matumba man running at you, but he hasn't even finished his Radiance yet. Like, once that's up and running, I'm wondering if these fights are still going to be the same kind of way. Kuro, working with Miracle and GH to have a crack at mid, the Nightmare. Keeps Zai asleep, but Nisha's very much ready to fight with his shotgun. Already got the Nether Shawl available too.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's courier has been killed.
Puppy, I mean, he's
Wait, how's he gonna do it again?
Zai a while ago. Look how rich he is too.
They're gonna kill Puppy. Oh, the outpost! Mind Control wanted it. He almost had it. Yabsaw hook shot forward and canceled. They were going to get both of the outposts again.
Yeah, nice. But yeah, Zai has been like holding mid for a while. Puppy's been hitting these side lanes a lot and has that Necro and thinking about the Crimson Guard too to help out. Still missing these Spirit Vessels.
Zai.
Radiant side.
He's out way too far again. Mind control. He was really letting the Sonic Wave go, but he hasn't even had to do it. Kuro, Nightmares, one Fiend's Grips up Nisha. The perfect control combination. Nothing that Yabsaw can do to save his teammate, and Kuro just outplayed on nothing life.
This is why you can't burn your tips too early, guys. Like, come on. That's Kuro not getting any love for that. Oh, man. That's a show of the Bane's power, that's for sure.
Remember that range control? Oh, hi, Matumba. Yeah, try and break his borrowed time. Kuro can just nightmare him up, and they just wait this out. Miracle committed in. Zai's going to join this fight too, but how much can he really give? Matumba just explodes. All the Weezer here, and now underneath the tier 2 tower, Zai just has to wait his executioner, which is the Meepo. Beyond crazy now. It says godlike, but he's 903 on the Meepo.
Yeah, there is a tier 1 there, guys. Just, so we're aware. I mean, I
suppose we could just walk up and kill it.
But damn.
Oh,
that was a bit of a problem. Well, Aegis or not, they're still much stronger in these engagements. A hook shot right where Kuro had his big moment. He will be punished.
Well, Miracle's looking at it. They drop down the Ignis as well. Sonic Wave from mind control. Yabsaw sent reeling. The Ignis will pulse once again. Nisha strength morphing up as much as he can. 3.7k HP is what he maxed out to. And they still work their way through it. Even another pulse to make sure Matumba's control, but it's Puppy that we focuses on. Trying to move back down the mid lane with his army. And now you do push. Who cares about tier 1 towers? You pressure harder straight down mid. 36 seconds without Nisha.
He is so far away from having a Dispel versus the Spirit Vessel too, and it's absolutely crushing him. Very good choice from GH. It would have been pretty tempting to get the Force Staff first, I'm sure, but without the Queen of Pain able to rush that Spirit Vessel, someone had to do it, so good call by Secret. Like, I mean, they're always so good at their itemization, right? That's a thing that you can always point towards on them and being like, oh,
he's down! Dropping too low on the Meepo. The Reaper's Scythe loves opportunities like this. Dead for such a huge amount of time. And Zai gets 730 gold from it, and Yabsaw once more. Clockwork, hook-shotting forward, Cox pushing back GH. So his blinding light can't just be a defensive thing. Kuro can get some friendly nightmare help, but doesn't save GH's life here.
Yeah, there's the punish, right? For not getting the Force Staff first on column that you typically see, because the Clockwork, he does getting you up. I mean, I definitely think it's been worth it for the Spirit Vessel, but that's why he's going instantly for the Force Staff now. And MC 1.7k with the Greaves. It's a bit of a tough one. Actually not sure what he wants to buy. He's thinking about a pipe instead? Okay.
Pipe.
Necro, Morphling, yep. Probably know the Radiance is coming at this point too. I'm sure they figured it out with the Relic. They're pretty smart guys. They probably don't think he's going Rapier.
Dire structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Great to see Mind Control, who got absolutely trashed on top, still actually having a KDA of 309. He really made that lane work.
And he didn't even play it that safe necessarily. He just, you know, he was in their face. Sure, he was playing around the trees a lot too, but there were several moments where I thought he was going to go down.
Yeah.
Kind of pushing it to the limit there, and but he knew when to fold it and just like run back to the base too.
Yep. He's already finished up the hood now. Time to TP in to be part of this fight. As Zai and Puppy getting caught out by Miracle, Kuro, and GH, but they're trying to focus on Matumba. We's waiting this one out, keeping Matumba out of the fight. He'll be able to finish the job, and he's going to get back over the rest of his team. He's already done a pretty damn good job locking down Puppy. Even the Earthbind controls Yabsaw. So 4 heroes from Secret lost. They would love a 5th, but Nisha's already left. And they would love Roshan to be up, but he's a long spawn time. Lines are drawn, push the mids.
Yeah, they're so in need of that scythe hitting and just eliminating one of these heroes, right? It's a 9k lead, so try and kill a hero worth 9,000, we're good to go. That's definitely how the math works. But Secret not able to
works
find
out
it
for me. I'm your math professor, right? I'll do all your math for you. It sounds good to me. I actually can't even get like both the tier 2s. The lines are actually drawn like instantly from Kuro. He's just like push down mid, push up top, take out the tier 2 towers in these 2 positions. Probably even more important when you want your bounty runes and you want Roshan to be controlled.
Oh man.
So what does Secret do now? Like, do they look for a fight? Do they actually look to get out there? Do they change the tempo up a bit?
They probably know that Aegis will be the next big goal, right? So I will be working on trying to help secure that area by whatever means. That means that trying to keep your bottom lane pushed out, or at least make sure that you don't lose that tier 2 towers. They do make another jump on the Matu.
Yep. He has borrowed time still available. Radiance, I think, is actually flying out to him at the moment as Miracle just walks past a tier 2 tower. They don't care. The warding just got dewarded out. Centaur from Puppy right next to Miracle. So Radiance is up.
And the Spirit Vessel too. Not as amazing as it is for Secret this game, or sorry, for Enigma rather, versus the Secret Heroes this game, but still at least Yasuo has finally progressed. He's been working on that for so long. But they have the flare, right? So if I'm Secret, I'm just constantly flaring Roche, trying to get that that knowledge of when they want to be in there. Yeah. So I feel like you'd rather take that fight than the Aegis Meepo fight.
I mean, you need to take a good fight too. You've only got one charge on that Spirit Vessel at the moment.
They need to take a fight because it might be their last one, I think. At least the last one where they have a really good chance. It's so dependent on this site.
Drop the sentry, Kuro. Drop the sentry. He has 4 of them in the smoked underneath the Radiant Observer Ward. Must felt like they were safe. Moving near Roshan, he'll spawn in 1 second time, and Weeha just checks it 3 seconds too early. But Spirit in the middle, they go off the high ground. First initiation combining with the Ignis, 3 heroes to all be caught out, and the Sonic Wave! Mind control ensures the disable remains. Maybe there's some extra life from Matamba, but once again, We Perfect the micro control ensures that no extra life is really given from the borrowed time. Double kill for him. Zai will fall too. And 3 heroes dead for so long. Roshan to be taken as well. This feels like the march towards just NIGMA victory of game 1. They are so far ahead and in control.
Yeah, they seem to know where Yapsor is too, because MC was hunting up here. Miracle now too. I saw some pings from GH.
Found him.
Probably saw the flares.
Underneath the Dire Observer Ward, they surround him, push him over towards Miracle, cog him up, hook shot over. Actually goes into Roshan. It would have been nice if he denied himself, but he'll give Wee a 14th kill.
A noble effort.
Hey, it could have been legendary if he stole the Aegis Immortal from Weeha. Or stole anything else, but Wee's now got Aegis and cheese. And 20k net worth, 28 minutes in.
Well, the return of mind control, though, now completely surpassing all the Radiant heroes after being isolated and left alone by Enigma up top.
Gonna feel good.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
I always feel like mind control gets the rough end of the NIGMA draft so many times, but when he makes it work, like that's why I love watching his Darkseer, where he just performs amazing things with just an iron shell. It's like, how is this even possible?
Yeah, it kind of goes by the nature of his teammates too. Just what he needs out of them. Or what he needs to give them, I guess, too, in terms of how they tend to be a little bit greedy. Especially Miracle, of course. But you want to give him that greed so he can perform.
Well, never knew. Oh, Clockwork. Just for Miracle. Whoa! Bye. Really hit hard. Zaya's going to run in pretty deep, feeling confident. Spirit's now going to buy back it as well. He's going to TP out to the outpost to get to the front lines as Zaya just has nothing really to work with. He can't shroud up. There's Euro Scepters for the Meatbird, and now they look for Matamba. Borrowed time gone, so Kura lets the Fiend's Grip rip. Both heroes dead for 2 seconds. For 50 seconds until they're all back up again. So this is a quiet and easy push now for the Meatbird.
Radiant's top tower.
Yeah, the confidence too of Miracle to say, yeah, we're good. I mean, the E-Blade, they're kind of treating the E-Blade almost like an ultimate in this, right? Where they're just saying, okay, it's all cool now, go. Just like swarm them.
Nisha found his target.
It's all right.
Catching
So is
GH in the back lines.
It's the racks.
Nothing to see here, nothing to see here. Yapsaw, Nightmare, Bane trying to break his way free, so Weehan doesn't get totally controlled. Yapsaw, Iceland trying to hook shot himself forward, but they've already moved on to Puppy. We knows one Kiro kill doesn't end this game now. Two, however, will definitely help out.
What the just happened?
And again, back lines, GH, run! Run, GH!
If GG survived.
They has, he'll survive 30 minutes. Team NIGMA take game 1 against Secret, looking to protect their top ranking in Group A. Secret haven't dropped the game so far in their first 2 series, but here in Series 3 they have been tested by NIGMA. And they're currently 1 game down. And NIGMA, I believe with that they ensure themselves upper bracket positioning. Thanks to that victory, they get over the top of Viking and Giants coming together. Giants coming together. Giants coming together. Giants coming together. That's what they want. So how does Secret want an opener? We have no Ember, so
No,
Giants coming
straight
together.
away. What else have we got?
Hero's not banned, this will be the pick. So they're gonna stick to it despite the loss last game. It's maybe not as valuable in some ways because you don't have it for a potential help versus the Ember Flame Guard since he's not there. But she still secures lanes extremely well.
10
No doubt about that.
seconds remaining.
yeah. Hey, you can't go wrong with a puppy
5
Enchantress or a
seconds
puppy
remaining.
Chen or a puppy any hero. Maybe Storm Jungle. You can go wrong with a puppy Storm Jungle.
Not sure if NIGMA just aren't believers in the Mirana. They played it once. Actually, it was versus Secret back in that same series when they first picked the Eng. They went for this when the Ember wasn't available. So maybe they will do the Mirana +1 here.
Radiant
They actually did
Well, they
a
have-
leading stun of the Sand King too, but they're going to go for the Beastmaster
Team
instead.
Secret.
Well, they have a very proficient player of the Mirana and GH, and this time they will do it. And look at Puppy. No delay. All right, Kunkka's up and running. But Beastmaster for Mind Control. That'll be his choice. At least now he's never alone in the lane. He's always got a summoned friend.
It's funny how Kunkka just went from this like late phase ban to just suddenly being banned on the first phase in a lot of these games
10
because he just
seconds
seems like so powerful when you don't have the 10th pick because of his ability to
5
just lane mid
seconds
versus
remaining.
virtually anything, as well as his general powers versus like Zoo strats, like 5-man Dota and stuff. He's got the big cleave, he's got the damage reduction that's so frustrating to play against when they have any sort of like sustain or tricky to kill heroes like an Ent or a Necrophos or something. When they have that run buff, a Morphling, how do you even kill them, right?
Is Kunkka ever played in another position at the moment, or is it always mid no matter when it's picked?
Almost always mid, but if there is going to be that position, we have still seen like 3 Kunkkas every once in a while.
Uh-huh.
But
Well, it seems Puppy at least doesn't like the Viper versus the Kunkka. He's decided that that's a no-go zone.
I would definitely agree with that. I think that's a hero that's just not worth having. You're looking to give him that good mid
10
lane.
seconds
So
remaining.
I'm still waiting for the Bane to come the opposite direction and bring back the
seconds
old
remaining.
classic. Who is it? It was MTW, right? That used to do that all the time when Seb was playing for them, and they ran this Bane Mirana dual off lane. It was like, well, I don't know how we beat this now.
yeah, Bane Mirana, Shadow Demon Mirana,
Yeah.
some fun
And he-
setups.
Yeah. Actually, was it you? I think it was. Yeah, it was you. I was talking with yesterday about that, right? Like the old combinations and
Yeah.
the you are Invoker. You gotta bring that hero in
the
for your
globals,
Sunstrike.
Yeah.
Good times.
Right, this is the
Great
global strats of Shadow Demon then into a Tinker,
Radiant
right?
team
That's
Hey, we played a mean ass Tinker,
Yeah.
so
Team Secret's
that would
turn
be
to
one hell of a dream. We're gonna Bat Rider for now, so that potentially could be Kuro.
yeah,
it
if
could
I had
be
to
weak.
guess, I would think it's might end up being Kuro, but this is basically, the power of the flex here, right? Is that they're gonna have that 10th pick.
Yeah,
I feel like it'll,
Bat Rider doesn't care about the Enchantress at all.
yeah, I
which
feel
is
like it'll
nice.
probably end up being
10
Weehaw in the mid.
seconds remaining.
but it'll depend on what Secret brings to the table. There's still all of the saving heroes left in the pool.
Ah, hello. A Yapsaw hero, an Isha hero, a Zai hero, a lot of different people heroes.
I feel like a lot of teams have dropped this hero, and we just like don't see him anymore. Like, when's the last
Secret's
time
still,
NIGMA picked it
like,
up?
Secret still run him just for that easy control. Like, as long as they get a Yule Scepter on Yamsaw, they always feel happy with it.
5 seconds.
Yeah, he reminds me of like a Yule Shadow Fiend or something, where it's kind of gimmicky, right? Where he's just like, oh, Yule's you're dead. And it's just seems to be the way to go. I really like it versus heroes that rely on the Yules defensively, but not really something that they have going for them here.
When was the last time you saw a Warlock?
Solo, I think. Someone else was playing it kind of recently, but it didn't go that well. He got dove into the tower a lot.
10 seconds.
Especially when Witch Doctor's still in.
It was in the games 2 days ago. That's right. Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
I missed those days.
Oh. So we just need to have like nice spill damage out to everybody, and then the Warlock makes great sense.
There's a lot of counter team fight.
Could always go absolutely crazy and run the Mirana as a core as well. And you get like your double Starfalls, you get what was it, the Grimstroke, when the Grimstroke was run with the Warlock.
Yeah, the double fatal bonds. Yeah, that thing's gross.
Yeah, like that was so painful to see, but it was so enjoyable as well at the same time.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like the Witch Doctor is more common just because he's like kind of good versus the Ench plus the 1 creep, and then you also have the fact that you can deal with the Shadow Word with the enchant. So I'm very curious to see how this works.
Well, Kuro will have to have some kind of plan for it, and something that is explosive and gives Team Secret a downside in the fight. Gives them counter team fight as well when Kunkka tries to get full control.
Team back.
How does that work with like Coco's rum and the damage NIGMA's looking to get at the very start? Like, is that really gonna mess with with fatal bonds like that normal whack
it's
you
still
get?
It's still gonna mess with it just because it is all just reduction, right? It helps a lot in terms of trying to keep you alive. Obviously, overwhelming the fatal bonds can be enough damage to like kind of overwhelm the rum buff, but that's just by the nature of just you really need that additional damage to try and help out.
Remaining.
Yeah. Well, Phantom Lance is now up, so welcome to jump away, dispel, dodge if you can, and have that really late game winner.
Yeah, this lane looks. Yeah, I don't know.
Which
really
lane are you looking at
Warlock.
here?
Well, because like, if the Ench just goes against the Warlock, then the Warlock can only use it offensively, right? To like harass whoever's in the lane. So I don't know. It feels like the Shadow Word's not going to get a lot of value, so I guess maybe we'll just look further towards the bonds as being the valuable thing here. But yeah, you get yourself a Dispel hero, so good versus the Bat Rider, good versus the Warlock to try and deal with those bonds. Pretty important thing to grab
here.
here.
Switch lanes, right? Like, you just push Warlock to the off, you run Bat Rider safe against the Enchantress, if these are the two supports. Like, it could be GH Mirana, it could be Wii Mirana.
Yeah, but then again, like, let's say if that does happen and you don't match versus the Ench, but you match versus the PL, then he just has a Dispel too. So it just feels like kind of weird. Not Dispel, sorry, but, well, yeah. Self-Dispel.
Yeah.
But either way, I mean, they banned the Pango last, looking for that Zai hero under the assumption that it will be the Yapsaw Void Spirit since they've been playing it so much. There's still not a lasso save, but Abba is like one of the weakest lasso saves. Like, sure, it's a Dispel, but it's like the shorter range. They maybe will go for the Legion just to add another Dispel. They could theoretically go for the old school Brewmaster counter because it's versus the Beastmaster summons. So it AoE Dispels on that. It does AoE Dispel versus the Fatal Bonds. Doesn't help versus the Bat Rider because it's only a weak Dispel, but it is a pretty cool combo. Personally, I'm not a huge fan because I think it's a very situational counter the teams try and play, and it seems really hard to get the actual Storm Panda Dispel out at those appropriate moments, but I still see teams go for it, so who knows.
Well, Secret's got that choice. They have a lot of time. At least NIGMA with their last pickup have still another 1:09 for reserve.
5 seconds remaining.
So they're in a very comfortable position with that last pickup. But against the Phantom Lancer, we've seen some clearance issues in the past against this hero. Feels like there's some better options for NIGMA against him. Not perfect just yet. And a Vengeful Spirit. The flavor of the week.
Yeah,
Fortnite.
actually, it wasn't even thinking about how Zai plays that venge, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're
Was
very
it,
comfortable
wait, was
doing
it
this.
was it Zai? It was Nisha, right? Who played it yesterday? I think in the
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yep.
think that's when you went to sleep. But it just, I don't know how you're meant to beat that. Like you die and he's still gonna
10
kill you,
seconds remaining.
and he end up getting a butterfly. It's like, well, no, he's actually immortal now. You don't fight
Yeah,
this.
5
that's a
seconds
very good
remaining.
flex here because they can do it for either. And Zai can also just play the Kunkka too, so and we can't necessarily rule out that this is even going to be a Yaps or a Void Spirit, depending on what they really want at the end of all this. So Secret have all their pieces in play. They just need to determine where they're going to go. And NIGMA going to say, okay, what are we missing? I mean, burst damage. That's what I would say. They have like lots of damage overall, but it's very slow, gradual damage. Might be hard to get actual kills during the lasso. Spectre ban, but that Spectre would have been all right.
Yeah, just that nice big one position at the end. We still got, what else we got in the pool that'd be nice? Don't know if you want to get a Morphling in this game, but
Every hero I
Does it
look
like-
at, I'm just like, no, that doesn't look that good. Are they going like some big dog hero? Yeah, I was just about to
Big
say
dog.
the big dog AM they played earlier. That was like when they played versus Unique earlier in the tournament. That's
that is,
the big answer, right?
that's a really badass set from Kuro. What is that? I want that now. I actually legitimately want this, and I don't know what it
That's
is.
a nice one.
Like the hovering of the, like the real Oracle. He's broken the pieces apart and made them evil. So we get a one-position anti-mage with a two-position Batrider, three-position Beastmaster, and Zai is actually on the Vengeful Spirit. So you were leaning the right way, because it was obviously gonna be the Kunkka mid,
10
and Zai gets to play the
seconds
VS.
remaining.
Not as much fun in the offlane
5
as it used to be
seconds
when the
remaining.
Agnums was cooler and more.
But it gives him
broken.
some good things to work with, like with Yapsol, like stun to Revenant. I don't know if you really contest Miracle that hard, and how hard is it to actually get a lockdown against Miracle when he's got the spell block,
Right,
and
exactly, versus a magic
and
missile.
disengage. Yeah. And your timing's gonna be absolutely perfect for Nisha. Like at least Nisha's got a good lockdown against Miracle if you can hit the X mark and then the combo.
Curious which support they'll send up there. Do they? I guess if you use the Aether Remnant, you can then lead it into the stun for constant harass. But if it's only the Void Spirit and the Venge, then they're not going to have the Dispel to get rid of the Shadow Word. So it'll be like the Witch Doctor Spectre lane where it's just constantly sustained through the heals and he just keeps farming under tower.
I suppose the other question then is like, how much help does Matumba need on the safe lane? Because we saw before, like NIGMA were happy to run an aggro tri lane. Can you get away with that with Yapsor and Poppy really hitting in and making sure that Miracle stays down, stays low?
Yeah, we've seen PLs get away with the matchup versus the Beastmaster as long as it you get like a couple kills to start. That happens pretty frequently, I feel like, lately, where they start to fall behind a little bit and then the PL can start to bully that Beastmaster. But there's two lanes Puppy wants to be in, right? He wants to steal the boars and he wants to help harass out this Andy Mage to slow down his game.
Oops.
I love the coming through with the woo. That's gonna be one of my favorite lines. Gotta be my
thank
favorite
you.
line.
I do what I can.
Prepare for battle.
Oh man, I love it. I absolutely love it.
The only voices of me are just me exclaiming things, going, "Wow!" Like I like to think I'm a pretty articulate person, but all I got in was, "Woo!" and "Oh my God, what? What?" That's it. That's my contribution. You're welcome, Battle Pass owners.
Yeah, if it wasn't for a whole bunch of people actually posting out, like Dakota, who seemed to knew about everything before it happened, posting
Yeah,
up
I didn't
like
know that
where,
was me.
Yeah, you wouldn't, right? Like you just hear this, it's like, is that you? Like I went through like most of last year, like thinking like, oh, that line is really cool. I thought it was Blitz, and then Kyle's like, that's me, dude. And I'm like, you know what? That's too cool for you, Kyle. It sounds more like a Blitz level of coolness to actually say such a thing. And that was the it's looking
30
spicy,
seconds to
right?
battle.
Oh yeah,
I'm fairly
that one's
certain.
Blitz. No, the
That-
Kyle
that-
one was
that is Blitz? Okay,
Yeah, that one's Blitz. Oh, what was the Kyle one? Oh, that one was so good. Sorry, Kyle, I can't remember. I remember Kyle had a really good line though.
I remember it was great. It was great,
Yeah,
Kyle.
that's all I can say. It had something to
You're
do with
fantastic.
basketball, didn't it? Or something? It made me think of basketball when I heard it. I don't know
Oh.
why. But anyway.
Yeah, I don't remember enough, I'm afraid. Anyway, let's look towards this Dota and stop thinking about the lines we can't afford.
Oh, look at that. They set the Hawk to look at the mid lane to see who was there blocking the creeps. Because they have Weehaw in the mid. And they've got the matchup of the PL.
Smart.
Yeah.
Oh, smart.
So now,
What
what
does
do you
mind-
do, though,
what does mind
as,
control do now?
Yeah, you're swapping. All right, they're setting MC. Is MC going to stay mid? I mean, they'd almost.
It looks like
want
it.
Miracle, I feel like.
You don't really want to. You don't really want to switch out the anti-mage from a safe lane. Like that feels too good.
Yeah, but it's also like if you can get an anti-mage free farm mid, like that would be kind of great.
No, see, my control's just trying to bring back the days of like the Fada Beastmaster mids. Like, all right, don't worry, guys. I will get you your team fight items that you need.
You mean
we
your
will
mech?
have more. Yeah, the mech build up. Yep. Weeha's trying to go for a chase on Puppy. If GH connects on this arrow, that's first blood.
Oh yeah,
Just a little
that
bit
would've
away.
the mech and the old Beastmaster Ags, so you just have like the long stun. I am like worried about the day where they buff this Beastmaster Aghanim to the point where it's relevant, because that sounds kind of scary to have like constant axes just flying at you, stacking damage amp.
Yeah, miracles.
It amplifies the damage from all your units too.
Step lively now. Your
I
admiral
don't
is
know.
on board.
That ability can get a little out of control, I feel like. But looks like Miracle is out of control here of his hero with some lag.
Yeah. But it's like he seems fine. Just have to move back a little bit. I like how he's just been running at Zai, just trying to burn him down. This CS equals. Wow!
Zai got all the bonus points on that one.
I love this stat, and he actually gets held to as well. Like, he's 7-1 in the lane. It's like, yeah, you're still missing CS, Miracle. This ain't no 10k quality here.
I got that's like the easiest joke I see in every single game, and it's still funny what's in a pro match. Next thing we know, we're gonna get a GG easy at MC later. Easy mid.
Hey, my control for one not being sacked by his team. It's great. It's great. Give the man farm and levels and see what he can do. He's already like, yeah, I've got level 3 Necro book queued up. Not even level 1. I can go on the whole way with level 3.
Some serious lag. Miracle's out of here.
Gotta restart that router, you know. But it was something that I know, like, NIGMA were talking about, I think about a month ago, where they're talking about, like, how their internet connections for everywhere there are is pretty terrible.
Yeah.
They don't have good connections, so it's going to be a lot better for them once they're able to travel once again or potentially move home. Not that they want to do that. They're actually very happy where they live, which is great. We get to actually cast some of their one of the tournaments from.
Oh yeah, you did
really
the
nice,
Rising Stars,
the All Star,
right?
Yeah, the Rising
That's a nice
Stars.
initiative.
Yeah, it's really cool. Like, it's nice to see, just looking towards regions which are sometimes neglected by the system, just like saying like, hey, we're gonna do something for you guys.
Yeah.
And especially if there's talent, like those guys did beat NIGMA fair and square. I was there. Like, game 1 was a little clowny, but game 2 was a lot more serious, and game 3 NIGMA really turned up. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, that region is it is unfortunate. Like, they just have straight up server problems. Like, I remember I was there for an event and like you barely could play because like the lag was so bad to any of the close servers, and extremely passionate community that a lot of players just kind of jumped out of sort of all at once, right? Like, it was only over a couple of years where we saw like GH and Miracle and Yapsor all sort of appear from the same region and managed to like show enough of themselves that they were able to afford opportunities and places with their connections and servers.
Yeah. It's actually even nice that the production team we worked with actually came from Cairo. Like, they're all based in Cairo. And it's like, wow, we're really like support on all fronts from this. Yeah, that was a good fun tournament. Interesting Dota. That's where the Lycan reference I used before came from, because Kuro decided to do it as like a like in the game 1 he went Lycan jungle. We're like, what the hell is this? And he still came out with level 3 Necrobook like 15 minutes into the game. Like, what the hell is this? Like, he jungled with wolves at level 1. Wolves at level 1.
Yeah, that's like the puppy Venomancer jungle.
Yeah.
When he would pull that off every once in a while in like the Radiant mid lane camps, and you were just like, I hate that this is working.
You know, I adored that. Before the jungle got totally nerfed, I adored that because it actually let me gain about 750 MMR that I did not deserve. It was just like, hey guys, I'm going jungle. I'll be back in a while.
Yeah,
and
we're gonna push
then
that
we're gonna
top
push
tower
down
in 5.5 minutes. Be there.
Yep, exactly what we did. It's
That
like,
was a very good strat.
it's like just don't die on the offlane. I'll be there in 5. Like, I'll come in and I have like a full mech or a Vlad's or whatever was like the best pushing item for it at the time, because I can't micro Necrobook to save my life. It's like, this is the push strat, everybody. It works.
That was I remember Crit did that a lot after TI6 too. They EG used to run that strat where they would put the safe lane on the off lane. They'd run a solo safe laner hero who was their off lane hero, so he'd like more room to work with the pulls and everything, because people sucked at blocking pulls back then anyway. And then Crit would just jungle until like level 6 on the Venomancer and then start pushing. And they won so many games doing that.
Isn't that what everyone does though? Like, if they want to win MMR, they just see what like pro players are abusing and go for it. Like, the only things I ever played in the early days is what Goblak told me to pick. Because he's just like, yep, this is OP. This is OP. This is... I'm like, all right, this is OP. I'll go for that.
It helps that the most fun in Dota is winning. So, you know, it doesn't matter if you have to play a hero that maybe you didn't necessarily want to at first. You'll get the joy back.
As a techies player, the most fun in Dota is triggering your opponent. Like, that's the most fun in Dota.
Yeah,
but the Dota has continued on. Everyone's reconnected back in again. I love how GH is just having this duel with Poppy. Like... Blightstone versus like Regen. That's all it is. Nisha, maybe a little bit of trouble. Like Torrent will create some space. GH throws the arrow. Nisha forced to come back into range of the sticky napalm, but we can't close the distance for the Firefly. Oh, hey! Oh, a little too deep there, man. Poppy's gonna come over too, but yeah, they're okay. And Nisha's got 10 stick charges ready to go as well.
Oh, you can just feel like how close that was, right? But I'm sure once he saw the stick, he was just like, there's no way I'm winning this map, even with this many stacks.
GH, I think it's time to leap away and try to farm up the Wild Wing. But Puppy takes the arrow point blank range, and GH, he's gonna fairy fire up. The Torrent will now connect over on Batrider, and Puppy keeps dropping the armor. Woo! Tidebringer hits hard. And Weeha now needs to hold back. He's got 1 tango only.
Probably just because he knows that wave's going to push in. He really doesn't want to leave. He's looking to punish, though. Probably also hoping for a courier to be coming through, right?
He's going to enchant him. And Nisha needs to connect over on the Torrent. And he'll ensure it with the...
I think he's going to get it.
I think. Yep. Lines him up for the Tidebringer. Level 2. And now the TP from Mirana. Instantly into arrow. And GH is already back to 1/3 of his HP.
Well, meanwhile, the connection looks to have been successful.
Miracle?
Oh, man. He got that pull through?
How the hell did he just wraps it around? Like everything? But Yapto's in trouble. The Shadow Word's going to kill him. Kuro just stood in the tree lines. Miracle could tank through it. And Zai, because he didn't put a single point up in Magic Missile, he's gone for the 0-1-2 build, which is not bad. But he didn't have the extra control.
Because he knows that Miracle's just going to have the counter spell after, like, sure, maybe he'll get 1 on him, but then he'll just take the early counter spell or whatever.
How's Mind Control doing in mid? Like, Beastmaster, the play against Matumba. 24-6 versus 18-1 net worth-wise. It's about 250 difference.
It's probably pretty annoying for the PL just because if you try and use the Phantom Rush to actually harass and zone out MC, then you're just going to get hit by the boar, and MC will just chase you down after, right? And then it's like not going to be really a trade in your favor, so all I can do is try and sustain in the lane.
At least Matumba can keep up with the damage. Like, they're both quelling blading, and they're both hitting for, like, actually, PL hits for 82. Mind Control hits for 82. It's neck and neck. Quick blink away from Miracle. I think it's time for like a, yep. One shadow word, please.
Bounty rune
Nice
up
to keep
top,
the
too.
Enchantress away from him, but 5-minute bounty runes run. And he's just going to grab the one up on top. So it looks like Mind Control's movement. He'll actually just pull over the sign, so it ends up being a 2-2. Nice.
Prize is mine.
Oh, they're gonna bring Puppy into the mid lane here too. Maybe try and go for something on the MC. A little surprise here as he comes around the corner. Oh,
He's got to steal one of the boars, slow him down. That's exactly what he does. Tries to kill off the other boss so they can keep the chase going. Is there a TP support coming? There is not. Doesn't feel like there's enough mana as well in Matumba to finish that job.
yeah, the damage is not quite there. But still a lot of harassment. I mean, that boar is still going. It's not going to be able to help Matu in lane 2 and almost killed that other boar.
GH on top. Leap forward with a Starfall. Nisha losing so much life, but he's got 7-1 charge available. GH, oh, he's going deep. Oh, he leaps away. Wait, can he actually try and dodge that damage? Either way, Remnant from Yapsol will now arrive and punish this very heavily diving NIGMA duel offlane. And now Zai is all alone on bottom, and Miracle makes sure he knows it.
Yeah,
Blinks forward, and it's just like, all right, get out of here.
That was nice. Oh, jeez. 2 mobile heroes and you're just standing there as kind of like, yeah, I got this. I can take it. That's under the tower. I mean, look at him right now. He's 11 armor when he's not under the tower, right? Trying to dive the 14 armor Kunkka. Probably not going too well.
Now Kunkka feels nice on almost 3.2k net worth and feeling so confident. He's going for a Radiance. 6.5 minutes in, he's queued it up.
Zai, so wand up here, but it's still gonna fall.
Miracle?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. Are you really dead when you're a vengeful spirit? We are at least able to dodge an attack. Good observer Warden Sentry he planted down. He wanted to make sure if he was being watched or not, but now Enchanted. Maybe not so great. Trying to get up in the air, but the Troll Trap's already available. The boat's coming into from Nisha. Weeha X-marked back into it, and there is no support coming to this tier 1 tower. They are all currently busy in mid lane, where Zai will now also arrive for his own Tumba trying to stay clear of these 2 boars that just stay hot on his tail. Have they got the vision? Have they got the time? They try and mop them up quickly, and Secret are able to do so. And Miracle is hunting in the trees once again.
Yapsor under vision here, though, and they might have seen him ward if they were keeping an eye on his inventory.
Yeah. Kuro wasn't doing anything apart from upheaval.
yeah, he had time to look around a little.
Okay, maybe not. He didn't drop the sentry ward down. That would have been a very instant D ward if he did see.
Either way, Nisha was forced to TP out of that top lane, get a little concerned with the situation around Weehaw, even without the lasso. I mean, obviously with the lasso, you can't
you're
really
concerned
TP,
about
so.
Weehaw? Like, Weehaw's got 1,500 net worth. It's not a happy day for a Bat Rider, and you still get concerned about him.
GH gonna wander through here, planting some vision. I know there's something up here. Oh, 300 HP.
Couldn't mess up the combination, but he's got leap number 1. Has no leap number 2.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Got him.
Killing spree. So yeah, the Radiance is not gonna happen. He's going for the Armor instead. I like that. Much more exciting to watch.
A lot more involved in the fights.
Dire's top
Weeha's
tower
getting some
is
good
under attack.
recovery farm on top, able to pull waves, get some stacks, and a little bit of casual damage into the tier 1 tower. Mind Control's also rotating up towards the top lane, and 2 gold. He has his level 1 Necro book, still got to do the flight. And now we really see just what NIGMA are able to achieve with this early Necro book from Mind
Radiant's
Control.
middle tower
All that
is
farm
under
he was
attack.
able to pull out of middle lane.
Yeah, they need to turn this tower gold into boots of travel for Weehaw so that we can get that threatening Bat Rider that you want to see when you make this pick, right? His game won't be easy, though, of course, because, again, he's versus this Vengeful Spirit. But Nisha looking for the free pick down bottom. There's 1 point and a counter spell. And there's also no chaotic offering here, so whoever gets X'd should be dead.
Well, Torrent's coming in. Throat's also arriving. Antimage needs a little extra help. And can he? No, he can't. 1 charges were there. That would have given enough life. Kuro, Zai swapping over. He doesn't have magic missile. He just wants to close the distance and look for Kuro.
Dire's
Observer
middle
one
tower
season.
is under attack.
There's your secondary swap. Into the torrent.
Dire's
And not much Kuro can do about that, but maybe did some rebuttals. Nisha gets a double kill on bottom, but Puppy, he is trying to run away from both GH as well as we are. Jump to the other side of the leap, but they'll chase him through the trees, and
Dire's top
there is
tower.
very little Puppy can do about this. Wait, look at the tower. You'll die to the tower.
Radiant are scanning.
Still too much slow to try and save himself there.
So tier 1 for tier 1 tower trade-off.
Has fallen.
My control's already taken top.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Well, if I'm secret now, I'm just gonna start looking to get a Yapsor to level 6 and start rotating with Nisha. I mean, he is so strong right now. He is 1260 HP without armlet, almost 1700 when activated, which is like max HP. So yeah, armlet on strength heroes is a crazy amount of damage.
Oh, you got your Void Spirit 6. Tome has arrived. We'll see if we can get it off in time. GH under Moonlight Shadows just looking at Yapsor. Now he can consume the Tome, so 6 is up, but the arrow, well off target.
Dire are scanning.
Puppy again gonna play it pretty greedy here with that Necro. Just he gets so much farm. Like this is where he just starts hitting the lane creeps constantly, it seems. And gonna let Yapsor go around being the harasser onto someone like Miracles. He's trying to jungle.
Works nicely. As long as he can keep the wave back, get some extra levels. Weeha. Zai gonna swap him. Kuro's nearby. Zai lends the magic missile. Yapsor's nearby as well with his level 6. They're gonna upheaval as quick as they can as Batrider. Weeha just does not have the sustain. He's a brute sage and windlace. That's all. There is not a lot in that Batrider to protect, and now Kunkka will also look for his own opportunity.
Dire's
Kuro trying to hang around. The torrent is going to connect into the magic missile with Wave of Terror. But Tumble will arrive. Yapsor will make sure he's going to stay where he is. In fact, the Remnant never even gets to trigger.
My sprites.
I think this game might be looking similar to game 1, but for the other team. Secret on the big rundown, and they have to find some defense for this, and that usually just means punishing an overextension. They have the roar and they have the lasso though, so those are two pretty powerful tools if you do dive a little bit too far. But just look at this. I mean, they're already smoked up again, and they're running with this boat because they didn't have to use it on the Kuro. And they're trying to bait out Puppy here.
Oh, the Miracle is getting space to get to his Battle Fury, and I always get concerned about like a farming anti-mage. Weedha going for the fight in mid, but 3 years are already there. You've got Beastmaster coming in through the rear, but all he can hunt right now is Couriers. And he will kill off Nisha's one and deliver
Bottom tower is under attack.
before dying, and they just mop up all the units. This feels very odd though.
They do have the other big comeback here on the Warlock. I haven't really talked that much about Kuro because he's had a bit of a rough start, but I mean, it is golems, right? It's sure they don't have big cooldowns on the side of Secret, so if he drops the golems, they are going to probably just come right back at your tower, but in combination with like the golems, the lasso, and the roar, there is turnaround potential here, as hard as it may be. Yeah, Yapsor's just so annoying though.
Hanging by it. Oh look, he's already getting money to work towards that Yule Scepter of his. In typical Yapsor fashion, always able to find the cash. But I still don't want to take my eyes off Miracle. I've seen this guy come back from way too many games. He's like, yeah, the deficit's pretty high. Fatal bonds him up, get a good mana void, get some good spill damage, have the raw control, just buy the space for anti-mage to be what he wants to be.
Oh yeah, how are int pools this game? Nothing too crazy, I suppose, huh?
Everything's pretty low. No OD in this game.
Yeah. No one with anything. No Dark Seers, 2,000 mana or something.
Some numbers that just don't make sense. When you do like that Dota 2 trivia and you're seeing like strength, agility, which hero is this?
Yeah, I need pause trivia.
Yeah, pause trivia will be good. We always used to do that kind of stuff with the pop-ups.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, like we always had that with the pop-ups. Like we had Knoxville doing it all the time.
Those stats guys are a bunch of losers, though. Whoever would have started doing that? Can you imagine?
I have. Do we still do pop? I don't even know if we still do pop-ups at TI. Like, did that happen at last TI?
I don't think so. Maybe a few. I don't recall.
I always thought that was like one of the best things, like, because we had like some long downtimes for pauses. You just do this.
I remember the DDoS era. I was looking up jokes. I used to type jokes in the little stat box. Oh,
I like the surprising stats, the surprising facts. Like, did you know? Did you know the puppy is being chased down? Raw? No. X marks spot. Mind control's now going to be the one initiative. Got his necropooks down. Lets the raw offer on Zai, but that won't help you. The arrow only even hits.
Now they're going to hunt GH.
Nope. Leaps down. Random from Yapsor. Head him. And then Yapsor can just astral step down. GH will leap up. And then Jack back down again. Thanks to X Mike's got one more leaping in. Oh, the lasso is doing its thing underneath the tier 1 tower. Vengeful Spirit will die. They started chasing the Marana. And they're even making sure the VS is totally down. kill off the Vengeful Spirit.
So that was golems too. That's what it takes to commit to kill him.
Hey, space created. Animation now hits 6,000 net worth. I like how Yapsor's called the bounty on Miracle. Don't forget about you. We haven't.
Middle tower has fallen.
We'll be there in just a jiffy. We're gonna kill off the tier 1 towers first, and then we'll reduce all of your area.
Oh, bounty!
And take the bounties.
Tis mine.
Well, not a whole lot to work with at the moment, huh? Everything on cooldown for like 40 seconds. Moonlight, Lazo. At least Roar's coming back soon, but if they just advance right now as Secret, it feels like nothing, and it's only getting worse and worse, right? Like Matu gonna be pulling away. Nisha's just going full tank mode. Thinking about the Lotus next after this Halberd. And then when they actually bring in Miracle, they're looking just make sure that he's not going to have a chance to actually output his damage with the help of that disarm.
Owie. Be careful. At least Zai is actually really close to death because he's getting sticky napalmed up, but the Firefly will wear off. Sticky napalm him again? Nope, not going to do it. He's going to reveal his position if he really sticks with this. I think he's just here to die. He was looking around, dropped the GG tree.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
But he was covering for Miracle. Miracle was quite aggressively farming, so he really felt like he was the sacrifice here.
Hey, he made some space for MC to pressure this bottom lane too. It wasn't a total loss. Kuro gets some aggressive wards down. GH is in there too, farming the big troll.
Are fortified.
Yeah.
Considering the state you're in, trading a tier 1 right now, it feels pretty good.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Potentially more damage here, although there is an inch.
I suppose they're going to find ways to dodge fights, keep farm up while Rock is down for another 35 seconds. I love this from Kuro and GH. They work together. Level 3 Fetter Bonds and a level 4 Starfall to get the farm on the mid wave to stop Yapsa from pushing it back out again. He'll deny that mid tier 1 tower as well. They're all top lane. That's cool. Flame breaking back into the lasso, but they don't have extra control. Kuro's waiting with the upheaval. Matumba's got no movement speed. Now, shift, turret, combo, everything. Nisha's got to try and keep Matumba alive. He's so low on life, but finally they bring him down. Nisha's TP out. Anyone got a stun? Anyone? Nope. I guess you just tried to kill off the Vengeful Spirit instead. And Zai, there goes number 1. Miracle committing with the Mana Void to get it. And we are still trying to run from this Vengeful Spirit. The arrow will stop the Spirit. You get 20 only for that? That doesn't feel worth.
Is he TPing home? Oh, I wonder, did he know?
Radiant's courier.
Yapsa was lurking there. Does take down the courier there. That was, oh my god, was that actually the end of the Battle Fury? It was.
It was the end of the Battle Fury. He actually delays the Battle Fury for another, like, it's got another 2 minutes and 10 on the clock.
And it's not even like,
It's not even being pressured.
2 minutes. I wonder what the 600 gold with a Battle Fury. It's probably not worth to buy another one. Then, yeah. Sell.
Like, Yapsaw, the pain in the ass. Spirit. The 5th brother that no one knew about.
Oh. Great play from Weehawk, though. Trying to claw their way back into this. Gonna need more of that, though. And I don't think he's particularly close to anything here on the Bat Rider. So a Blink Dagger for these continued grabs is still a ways away because the Rough's already had lowest of the cores by quite a margin.
Yeah, it feels like well, I suppose Beastmaster's taking care of all the auras, so he doesn't need to do anything on that front. And into Roshan Team Secret go. Hell of a lot of damage with that Alpha Wolf.
Dire's top tower
Rocks up for Kuro.
Doesn't look like there's any chance to contest though. Necros will deploy bottom. They would need those too.
I have an answer about the stats, by the way. Shout out to Knoxville, who's currently tuning in, saying it hasn't been since TI6.
There you go.
No stats being done. Not by a stats man. Kuro. That's a little close. The torrent's going to connect. Send him up. X mark him down. They want to make sure the rock's not available. It won't be for 32 small seconds.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's
GH?
middle tower is under attack.
This is, like I'm looking at the tier 2 tower. I'm like, wait, isn't that a Marana on top of a Enchantress on top? He's like, yep.
Cannot do anything about it though, that's for sure. Is that
really can't?
Necro 3 done. Holy.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And when Puppy has as much farm as your 3.
Interesting in the way they distribute their gold across their heroes. Like, I love the way that they just identify what they want in a game and they just start they don't really care about the player in a lot of these times. Like Puppy, both these games said, yeah, if this engine gets gold, it's very good. I'm just gonna push out lanes, guys. Yeah, that's my job. They can't kill me.
I always loved about like OG. I think that was like the thing I always like looked at, like Anna and Thompson, where it didn't matter like what lane. You knew your job. You knew what you needed to do. That's all that mattered. Who's going to be enabled at what time? Go for it. Yeah. We will support you to do this.
Yeah, that was what, VP at their peak, I feel like really exemplified that too, when it was, that VP roster that just kind of dominated for a vast majority of the year, where any of them could be the game-winning player. I guess that's mostly true for a lot of these teams, but like, for example, like, it's pretty rare for someone like NIGMA to give MC the big, like, anchor hero, you know what I mean? Like, sure, I might have an occasion like the Nature's Prophet, but for the most part, it's like Miracle or Matu now, or sorry, not Matu, or Weehan this time, but the VP, I was just like, yeah, I never know who's going to be like the game winner in this lineup.
I'm wondering why Miracle's holding on to the People's Gift. Like, he's not switching it. Is there something about, like,
probably for a team fight,
chopping a tree, attack? Yeah, but is it better than like than the stats?
Yeah, well, I think for general farming, it probably still is. Gotcha. Where are we going?
We're going home. We're going to Beastmaster, who's going to get picked off, trying to get the outpost, but Zai and Yamsor working together. My Control tries to run it off, but that's not going to happen. At least he has his Vlads now. Spent all money before death, or as much of it as he possibly could, even having a medallion to go with the Vlads.
Is under attack.
And we've been quite a nuisance on the bottom lane as well. We talked about like the Tinker, always working with Beastmaster summons, but it's also a great enabler for the Batrider.
That's true. Yeah. Between just the vision as well as the teleportation, kind of the same thing as Tinker. That's gonna be a lot of damage Weeha's tanking here, and Yapsor's got that breach.
And he does, but Vengeful Spirit already dropped down pretty damn low. Yapsor jumps forward again. He's got another step. The Remnant's going to be off target. He's gone back to the lane. And he's back to the safety of Miracle.
Yeah, he's just way too fast. And the no turn rate on sticking Napalm too, just like makes it very good these days if you're trying to chase someone through the Firefly. Puppy gonna put this low on a GH, but
don't you touch my Necro Archer.
Back off.
He's mine.
Weeha wanted to get the grab. I'm shocked that Puppy has only died that one time. It was to these same two heroes, but the way that he's been so aggressive on these lanes and helping Yapsor stay in the fog and no pressure on him to push out lanes is same thing for Zai too. So if they can always kind of pressure as to, oh, I don't know if it's safe to lasso this guy, right? Because they don't know where those two are.
Oh, talk about courier snipes as well. It was the it's the Necro Beastmaster unit army that denies the Manta style of Matumba. We'll see if that comes to really hurt him later on. But for now, like NIGMA, just dodge, evade. Anti-mage is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and also going Manta style.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Feels like Nisha's had enough to being run around here too. Like going back for that Shadow Blade. They are clawing their way back in this game on the side of NIGMA. I thought this was going to get worse, but even after losing the tier 2 mid and the tier 2 bottom, they They haven't really closed out that much more. This Aegis is about to dissipate, and I think NIGMA did a great job of holding throughout this. A lot of space making, as you said, with like the boots of travel and the Beastmaster paying off.
You just send your Necro, send your Hawk, send everything else you've got, and all the farm they get from it as well. BKB from Batrider might be committed if he wants to try and survive. Yapsaw quickly astral steps away. And Team Secret really hoping for initiation, but that's a 10-second BKB for Batrider being revealed.
It's a good showing of why the Void Spirit, like, maybe we don't see him as much anymore, just because that used to be what I would consider to have been a bug, where you would get caught before the BKB, which is very different than most interactions. And then once that was patched, we started seeing less Void Spirits, because BKB didn't even used to be an answer to that before.
Now you got something to work with. Not everything stays in balance forever. That's the way of Dota. There will be a patch, either direct or indirect. Look at this army of mind control is just farming the jungle. It's like, together boys, we shall reap our rewards. Let's kill the Alpha Wolf. Nope, we're coming over for something else.
We're going for that bounty rune up top. Hide there in time.
Taken away. Weehaw will take care of the bounty runes up on top. There's actually even a smoke from NIGMA.
Top tower
You got Marana and Warlock trying to hide under the cover of a bad habit. What are they looking for, actually? I suppose they just keep fatal bonding and starfalling the waves. So they clear through it pretty quickly. As long as they can also ensure the catapult dies, then the push doesn't come from Team Secret either.
Yeah. I think that's exactly it. It's just a warding mission and a creep cutting mission. Because they're just kind of safe. Like, you're not going to see them on the minimap. Like, the creep's dying, but if you're not looking at that time, you don't even know who's there.
Miracle still, like, Meta style done. Continuing the farming game. The outpost can continue to switch hands as well as everyone gets to switch lanes.
Is under attack.
Now, mind you, this top courier is now back, and he's gonna have that Manta.
Oh,
and
they're coming.
Going to be into that Basher soon, and he did finish the Shadow Blade on Nisha. So there's a big spike that hasn't really been played out into NIGMA quite yet.
Oh, it is time to Moonlight Shadow and get the hell out of there. Delayed outpost thanks to the arrow.
It's just being a total nuisance here again.
Yep. Remnant. Well, Yapsaw picked the right direction, but GH is just backed up. Now Weeha's in the neighborhood looking for his own target. Yapsaw. The GH almost bait him out, or who's really the bait? I suppose GH has an arrow, but he's wondering like if he wants to help out the BKB Weeha. The answer will be no. The Hawk flies in to give him all the extra information.
That
arrow will hit absolutely nothing. But makes them look behind themselves, and they're always chasing, and they're not getting Miracle. Miracle has just been uncontested farming for the last 15 minutes.
Yeah, this is the good kind of AFK farming anti-mage, because it's the only way this game's gonna go your way. As we have
number one net worth now.
Sword, chain stun, and easily burnt down.
They're able to grab this, and now Necrobook's coming off cooldown too, so you know Mind Control is going to force to the tier 2 tower. Like, Secret just never get the fight they're searching for. They've got Diffuser Blade on PL, Mana Style, they want to try and fight. He's now got a Basher completed as well. They want to fight. They also keep moving underneath Radiant Vision. In this case, Zai actually battling underneath 2 Radiant Observers and Sentries. Phantom Lance is now going to move himself over. The Mana Void. Zai, so much damage done to him. Atoma just wants to back out of this one. There's still got the Vengeful Spirit battling for up on the hill. Now going his rum. Nisha tries to create some extra space, but Kuro, Fatal Bonds is now out on Matumba as well as Nisha. The focus on Matumba as the primary target. Miracle would love to get himself a kill, and he will be able to get it on the big one. Someone's got to take care of that VS if you want supports to live. But I suppose you can just keep hunting other kills if you want them.
Yeah, more important
Yapsaw gets back to the tier 2 tower. Play around the Remnant Miracle. I love the blink to the bottom side of the tower, knowing Yapsaw's going to have that spirit position. Arrows fly forward. Yapsaw's got one more step, and he's going backwards. But Miracle can keep up with him. Always with a blink available to simulate. Back up into the 3s we go. Just being a nuisance. GH will finally put him down. I can't believe Kuro's actually managed to live for so long. He's got extra help. The Moonlight Shadow is underneath the Sentry Ward. They have to roar to control up Poppy so he doesn't kill off Kuro. Nisha wants his own, or Zai wants his own fight. He's TP'd himself in, let off the dust, but Enchantress flame braked back, just forever being controlled. Puppy one's out, but the only out is death.
Well, Secret, the game has been taken out of your hands and placed into those of Miracle. He has hit the critical mass. He won the big battle of the items, right? They both were coming into this one fairly even in terms of power spikes. A little bit different in terms of how they operate during a team fight. Miracle can have that big moment potentially with the Mana Void, whereas the PL just needs like a slight edge, and he becomes this like crippling, just festering illusion boss that runs over your whole team. But obviously the jump was all NIGMA's, and now they're reaping the rewards. And another jump.
Ooh, trying to clip him, but the VS Swap's already there. Flame Break almost pushing Zai up on the hill as well. The BKB combination against Weeha not going to work. Thanks to BKB. Matumba, Fatal Bonds. Oh god, they're all linked up again. They've got to be so careful. At least Yabso can get out of it with the Yule. Sedford can't say the same about everybody else, but maybe Yabso can do something. Yes, he does. He jumps in the back line to kill off GH, but the bigger problem is Miracle. Gets the bash over on Puppy. A little slow on the attack. We'll find to get rid of Puppy's minions. They got to jump in to find Nisha. Weeha sticking with him. No Mana Void available, but they've got the damage, especially when they get the bash underneath the tier 3 towers. Weeha actually burns him with the Firefly. That didn't feel like it should have been his kill. Yapso, where's he going? He actually tries to bait with the Remnant to the north and jumping south. Another quick Astral Sip, but Miracle blinks in. First hit bash. Finding yet another kill, but Zai does end the spree with the Vengeful Spirit.
Yeah, I'm sure that's still getting a little bit annoying, but still clearly a good fight here for NIGMA. And these Fatal Bonds have been so good. I feel like every time Crow's getting off on numerous heroes, and you just see that Miracle starts swinging on one guy, maybe even hits him with a Mana Void, and people are just dropping. So he goes back to finish out some of these neutral items, and there is still so much time left on this Aegis. There's 3.5 minutes left here. They're by no means done with the rewards of that first Roche kill. They've basically gotten 2-1 fights off it already, and probably more to come. And if you look towards Secret trying to do that same kind of play, where they're just going to be dodging and avoiding this Aegis, they don't really have the same wave push that we've seen benefiting NIGMA this game. Puppy has to be very like in your face, and now he's at a point where if Miracle's nearby, he's comfortable just jumping in on top of you.
Mm-hmm. Especially with Abyssal Blade. He's had so much space in the side lanes. He's level 23, 31 minutes in. The closest to him is 18.
It's going to easily be numerous heroes going down.
Roll. Not just blink in Abyssal Blade. They want to remove Zai, and they're able to do so. Very, very liberal with the ultimate, but they blink forward.
Big target.
He got him. He got the Kunkka. Pull him back in again. Look for the bashes. The Rock and Fatal Bonds. Team Secret are connected. All three heroes together. Puppy wants a TP out, but no clumsy nets there to stop that from Weeha. And a couple of illusions from PL are trying to stop this. Unbelievable momentum from NIGMA, but they're not really helping out that much. They're coming high ground.
Oh, they did such a good job playing around that first Aegis. I am very impressed. They just completely dodged Secret and kept this game going. Very impressive. Sure, they threw a couple bodies on the lanes to keep Miracle farming, but that was a seriously impressive feat from NIGMA.
Well, they're going to take top racks. Yapso doesn't have a TP to go home. Matumba was distracted trying to kill off Weeha, but Weeha was even able to force staff and get his Blink Dagger off cooldown and get away to safety. The only thing that's stopping him is, well, more kills. Yapso, dissimulate. Bye.
They who live by the law.
Was this the cleave?
I think so.
Yeah, it was.
Like he was up on his body moved to the hill, but is there a moment when you can attack before the dissimulate is like moved you?
I don't think so. I think I was just all cleave.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Cool.
Yeah,
that had some good range. Yeah. Miracle's now 25 thanks to that. More arrows flying forward. They've still got the Aegis Immortal and the cheese on Beastmaster. And NIGMA have removed all outer towers, so it's free.
I love that line.
Freedom to push.
Keep them in here, right? They are not allowed out. We have Hawks. We have the Vision. The only thing we have to worry about is swap into like torrent combos and letting this PL become one of those monstrous PL games or something.
They got a
monster
full butterfly,
and Miracle is well ahead of him at this point.
A full butterfly on him. A Sakura. My. Yeah, they're ready to push. Smoke it up. Look for a target. Blink Abyssal Blade. Yapsaurus deleted. 52 seconds. buyback available. Nisha starts his TP in, and look how quickly did he move, but he wants the other one. He wants Zai, pulling back over the arrow. He'll also connect with the upheaval and another fatal bonds. A quick doppelganger will allow at least Matomman to escape, but you can't say the same thing about Puppy. Out of mana, out of life, and out of luck in game 2. It looks like NIGMA have this one very firmly shoved into the bag.
Dire's bottom.
GG.
Dire's bottom.
Very good drafting from NIGMA. I wouldn't necessarily call it like a big outdraft or something. The second one, I mean, maybe the Meepo was a bit difficult to swallow after draft, but giving Miracle one of his heroes, one of these ways that he can get control over the whole game as long as you guys can give him those moments.
Yep.
In that first 25 minutes or so, and NIGMA able to do it after just man, so many things that we are seeing that game between like the smoking to clear creep waves, the boots of travels on the side lanes, like that must have been a pretty frustrating game to